Good afternoon, students. So today we will continue with our chapter pollution. Okay, so in our previous class we talked about pollution. What do you mean by pollution? A simple definition of pollution is the contamination of the natural resources, okay, by various things. Okay, it can be natural, it can be man-made also, okay, are called pollution. Okay, we talked about pollutants also. Pollutants are those substances which pollute the things, that means either water, air or soil. Okay, so today we will talk about types of pollution. Types of pollution. So basically we have air pollution, number one. Number two, water pollution. Number three, we have soil or land pollution. Okay, so basically we have three types of pollution: air pollution, water pollution and soil pollution, and these are all natural resources. These are all natural resources and are very much useful for the living things, okay, including both plants and animals. So air, as we all know, it is very much important for breathing and taking in oxygen by animals and taking in carbon dioxide by plants. Water is also very much important, okay, to regulate the atmospheric temperature, to regulate even the body temperature. Soil and land is also much important because here only vegetation and wildlife, they are mostly dependent, okay. Apart from these three, we have sound pollution also. Sound pollution, okay, it doesn't damage the natural environment, okay, but it mostly affects our health, okay, mostly affects our health, okay. We have light pollution also. In that case, if you take into consideration sound pollution, light pollutions, okay, sound pollution mostly affect our hearing power, okay, and it causes various types of disorder. Then light pollution, it mostly affects our eyes because our eyes and ears are most delicate organs in our body, okay. So basically we have these all types of pollution, but we will only talk about first three type of pollution, that means air pollution, water pollution and soil or land pollution. So let's discuss about air pollution. First of all, what do you mean by air pollution? So air is very much important. Air is very much important, okay. So what do you mean by air pollution? So the contamination of air by harmful toxic gases, okay, the contamination of air by harmful toxic gases, smoke, dust, etc. are called air pollution. Okay, so the contamination of air by harmful toxic gases, smoke, dust, etc. are called air pollution. So these toxic gases can be anything. Can be anything means it can be what? It can be oxides of sulfur, oxides of carbon, okay, oxides of nitrate also. Smoke is there. Smoke contains various types of harmful gases. Then dust particles. Okay, dust particles, it can be solid or it can be what we discussed, postulates, particulate pollutants. Okay, these all are particulate pollutants. So the toxic gases, smoke, dust are pollutants, are called pollutants. So air pollutants can be divided into how many categories depending upon this. So air pollutants can be divided into two categories. Number one is gaseous and another one is solid. Gaseous pollutants and solid air pollutants. So let's talk about some gaseous pollutants. So in gaseous pollutants we have oxides of sulfur, nitrogen, oxides of sulfur, oxides of nitrogen. Then third we have calcium monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, calcium monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, sulfide or sulfide, whatever. Okay, vapor of organic solvents and acid fumes. Organic solvents, mostly vapors, that is gas. And number 6 we have acid fumes. Acid fumes. So we have almost 6 types of gaseous pollutants. 6 types of gaseous pollutants. Okay, number 1, oxides of sulfur and oxides of nitrogen. Okay, and what are the sources of these two? The sources of oxides of sulfur and oxides of nitrogen are burning of fossil fuel, automobile exhaust, refinery of petroleum and its product. Okay, so the sources of these oxides are burning of fuel, mostly. Okay, burning of fossil fuel. Okay, even refinery of petroleum, that means mostly you can say products of fuel. Petroleum means petrol, diesel and kerosene. Then we have carbon monoxide, same, automobile exhaust. Okay, automobile exhaust. Not even carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide is also there. Carbon dioxide is also there. Okay, from automobile exhaust. Then we have hydrogen sulfide, city sewage, decay of organic waste. Okay, hydrogen sulfide means mostly source is city sewage and organic waste. Organic waste. Then organic solvents, mostly chemicals, fertilizers. Okay, mostly chemicals, fertilizers. Okay, that means organic solvent means oil paints are also there. Okay, the fumes from the or the smell from the chemical fertilizers are called organic solvents. Then we have acid fumes, mostly from fertilizers, chemical industries. Same, acid fumes, chemical fertilizers, fertilizers and acid fumes, okay, and even metal finishing. So this was all about gaseous pollutants: oxides of sulfur, oxides of nitrogen, then calcium monoxide, calcium dioxide is there, hydrogen sulfide is there, organic solvents are there, and acid fumes are there. So these all are gaseous pollutants. What do you mean by solid pollutants? Solid pollutants are mostly smoke, dhua, okay, dust, cement, asbestos, okay, asbestos, ASBESTOS, asbestos. Then we have lead oxide, mercury, etc. So these all are solid pollutants of air, okay. So air pollution is mostly defined as the contamination of air by harmful toxic gases, okay, smoke, dust, etc. Air pollutants can be divided into two categories: gaseous pollutants and solid pollutants. In gaseous pollutants, we have oxides of sulfur, we have oxides of nitrogen, we have calcium monoxide, calcium dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, organic solvents, and acid fumes. Whereas solid pollutants includes smoke, dust, cement, asbestos, lead oxide, and mercury. So this was all about air pollutants. Now let's talk about harmful effects of air pollutants. That means, what are the harmful effects? What happens if there is excess amount of sulfur dioxide, okay, or excess amount of calcium monoxide, or excess amount of organic solvents, okay? What will be the effect? What will be the effect on what? On the environment, on the living things, on the environment and on the living things. So harmful effects of air pollutants. Harmful effect of air pollutants. Harmful effects of air pollutants. So all living organisms need clean air for breathing. As you all know, all living organisms, including both plants and animals, need clean air, okay, for breathing. That means for exchange of gases, to what you can say, to perform various activities. So polluted air causes many reactions and disease, particularly in our respiratory system. Why respiratory system? Because the air that we inhale, first of all, it enters in our respiratory system, in the lungs, okay, because it is the part where the air enters in our body. So the harmful effects of some air pollutants are oxides of sulfur. Number one, oxides of sulfur. So oxides of sulfur, mostly SO2 and SO3. SO3. So as we all know, this is the air pollutants and its source is automobiles, okay, burning of fossil fuel, automobile exhaust, refinery of petroleum. And what does it causes? So oxides of sulfurs are highly suffocating. These gases causes respiratory problem and damage lungs. Okay, they causes respiratory problem. Respiratory problem and damage lungs also. Number one. Number two, we have produce acid rain and causes corrosion. Acid rain, we will talk about acid rain later on, and causes corrosion. Corrosion means to, what you can say, to remove, okay, they remove the uppermost layer. So oxide of sulfurs, mostly its harmful effects is it damages the respiratory system. That means we will face a respiratory problem and damage our lungs. Okay. Then a low concentration sulfur dioxide causes irritation in throat, whereas a high concentration causes mucus formation. That means it causes irritation in our throat also, okay, before it enters our lungs. Okay, oxides of sulfur. Another, oxides of nitrogen. Number two, oxides of nitrogen. NO2, NO3, whatever you can mention. So oxide of nitrogen causes lung congestion and produce smoke. Okay, it contains lungs congestion. Lung congestion means the problem in lungs. Okay, so you can say that, and also acid rain. Acid rain. So oxides of sulfur and nitrogen have the same harmful effects. Same harmful effects. Okay, it's damage the respiratory system as well as it causes acid rain. Another important thing in these two, that means these two gases mostly comes from the industries, mostly comes from the factories, and the person who is working there for a longer period of time, okay, for a longer period of time, what happens, he or she may have a disease, okay, he may have a disease which we discussed yesterday, that is pneumono ultra microscopic silicovolcanosis, okay, due to the inhalation of sulfur and nitrogen. Now third one, oxides of carbon monoxide. Number third, carbon monoxide, or you can also write carbon dioxide also, okay, and it is mostly mostly exhausted. The source are automobiles, okay, that means the smoke from the vehicles, okay, the smoke from the vehicles, burning of fuels, etc. Burning of fuels, etc. So carbon monoxide is highly poisonous gas. So it is poisonous gas. It is a poisonous gas. If inhaled, it causes nausea, headache, and dizziness. Nausea means what you can say, feeling uncomfortable, okay, irritating, headache, okay, etc. So inhalation of carbon monoxide leads to death in a few minutes. Carbon monoxide combine with hemoglobin and decrease its oxygen intake. That means this carbon monoxide, when we inhale, okay, it attacks hemoglobin, which carry oxygenated gases into the body. Okay, it attacked hemoglobin, resulting in the less intake of oxygen. Okay, so we will have a oxygen deficiency. We will have oxygen deficiency. That means oxygen ki kami. And if you have a less oxygen in our body, what will happen? Obviously, we will face many type of complications, and eventually we will die. Okay, eventually we will die. Then let's come to chlorofluorocarbon. Number 4, CFC or chlorofluorocarbon. Chlorofluorocarbon. Okay, so it is a gas. It is a gas used in spray, saving foams, and as a refrigerator in old model of refrigeration. That means it acts as a coolant. CFC act as a coolant. Okay, but it releases gases. It releases gases which can harm our ozone layer. Harmful to ozone layer. What is this ozone layer? Okay, so just try to understand that why CFC is very much harmful. Okay, so our earth, suppose this is our earth, okay, and this is our earth, and we have an atmosphere at around 100 kilometers. Okay, we have an atmosphere, we have a stratosphere, lithosphere, mesosphere, exosphere. Okay, so at one part we have an ozone layer here, somewhere in the atmosphere. We have a ozone layer, a thin layer of gas. Ozone layer, and this ozone layer protects the earth from the harmful rays of the sun. Harmful rays of sun. Okay, who protects us from the harmful layer of the sun? The ozone layer protects us from the harmful layer of the sun. So if ozone layer is not there, what will happen? We may get various types of skin diseases. Okay, we can be affected with sunburn. Okay, and various types of diseases related to skin. Okay, so what happens? This CFC gas, when goes into the atmosphere, it causes harm to this layer. Okay, so from this layer, what happens? The harmful rays can enter to of the earth, and it can causes much more damage. Okay, it can causes much more damage. And this layer, the depletion of the ozone layer due to the chlorofluorocarbon is mostly seen in the Antarctica region. Okay, it's mostly seen in the Antarctica region. So as a part of chlorofluorocarbon escape in the atmosphere and damage the ozone layer present in the upper atmosphere. This layer absorbs harmful ultraviolet radiation coming from the sun and protects animals and plants life on the earth. Thus, if you continue to use chlorofluorocarbon, more and more ozone layer will get damaged. As a result, animals and vegetation on the earth will be affected. Okay, so to reduce this depletion, we must, what you can say, we must control the use of CFC gas in our daily life. That means in the refrigerators. Okay, and this CFC gas in nowadays refrigerator, it is not used. Okay, in old models it used to be applied. Okay, but now it's not used. So most part of the ozone layer is healing. Okay, so this was all about oxides of sulfur, oxides of nitrogen, carbon monoxide and chlorofluorocarbon. Okay. Okay, so the fifth one, let's move to fifth one, that is hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide or sulfite, whatever you can write, H2S, H2S. So hydrogen sulfide gas has a strong smell of rotten eggs. Okay, so it has a smell of rotten eggs. Okay, it is poisonous. Cattle, pigs, dogs, chickens are badly affected by hydrogen sulfide. If inhaled in large quantity, it causes headache in human being. So this hydrogen sulfide mostly comes from the city sewage, decay of organic waste. Okay, they have a bad smell, a smell of a rotten egg. Number one, lead oxide, which can causes damage to brain. Okay, mostly in children's. Okay, then particles of mercury, that also causes brain damage, even paralysis. Then dust, cement, asbestos can causes lungs disease, silicosis and bronchitis. Okay, these are two diseases. Okay, so this was all about harmful effects of air pollutant.